Hello YouTube, what is up? We are back again with another Subway Builder episode. I think the last two episodes went really well, so we're just gonna jump straight into it. I remember in the last episode that I mentioned something about a junction at the top of the yellow line, and I kind of want to revisit it because I remember saying that I didn't need a junction, but I was wrong. And I think we should make a junction just in case, and especially for future proofing. So what we're going to do is we are going to build our junction. Remember, we're going to get our single tracks and we can build our junction just like this. So I noticed that for this junction right here, I think our yellow line either slopes down or up. It was a little rough to work with, but we did get it in the end. So now we're going to continue with the second change from what I made from last episode. And that change is going to come with the blue line. And it's going to happen down here at the World Trade Center. Now, I kind of want to rebuild this because this is really weird. In the grand scheme of things, it works, so I guess it's not that weird, but I think we can make this better and we can still have a station for Chambers Street, and I think this general area is better built in real life. So what we're going to do is we're going to edit this a little bit and I will come back once it's finished. And actually, before I continue building this, I think I'm gonna do something kind of strange, but I think is actually a thing in real life. So what we're gonna do is, instead of building a quad station here, we're gonna have the local line for the blue pass this Chambers Street station and only stop at World Trade Center. Now, you might be thinking, that's a little weird, right? But I think we're gonna be able to make it work. So let's build it. Okay, now this was a little bit of a headache to build, and I know you might be thinking this looks really weird, and it does. I agree, but I think this is the only way that we're gonna be able to fit this all into one city street. Because remember, if we build minus 10 meters underground, it's really expensive, and we don't want to have to do that for both of these lines, building them under buildings. And as you can see, a lot of these buildings have deep foundations, so we would have to go even deeper. We want to minimize our costs as much as possible, and so just layering it on top like this is the best option, and then having them join up back at this station is the most effective option that we have. Now, remember how I mentioned that a yellow line station would be here? That's what we're going to do next. We're going to expand the yellow line a little bit so that when it comes down, it can make it to World Trade Center. And the reason why I'm doing this right now is because the World Trade Center is a really big work hub, and I want to get a lot of that connected as soon as possible. So I'm going to do that real quick as well. But first, I'm going to build the blueprints that we have. So now that that's built, we can reconnect our lines. And now we can make the E. Alright, the E is now made. This is our local line, and now we can get back to working on the yellow line. So what we're going to do is we're going to link up this portion of World Trade Center right here, right under Church Street. We're going to link it up with this branch of the yellow line. I think we're going to have a station here for City Hall, and I want to say one more station right here. And actually looking at it, I think this station will be too close to a station right here. So we'll place a station here for City Hall, and then we'll have it connected to here. Okay, now that this portion of the yellow line is built, obviously as you can see, this is a really complex intersection and a really slow one at that, but I think this is what we need to do because I just don't think we can have a station here and have it close enough to World Trade Center. I think we need a station on Church Street because this complex here as well is included in the World Trade Center complex. So I think this is a good station. I think this is a good place to end it for now. So let's add our crossover. And no insufficient funds, so let's build our blueprints. And as you can see, it only cost $500,000, so I'm pretty happy with that. Now let's make sure to extend our yellow line. And there we go. And I'm also going to add a couple trains as well, I think, just to bring down the frequency, especially during peak hours. So I think I'm going to add one more, and then one more to medium demand, and one more to our low demand. I think that's perfect. So I think we're looking good here. Let's unpause the game. And now we can get started for what I actually wanted to do in this video, and what I mentioned in the last video, and that is breaking in to Queens and Brooklyn. Now I don't want to go too deep into Brooklyn, or Queens for that matter. I just want to cross the river, pretty much. And the first way that we're going to do that is through the yellow line. We're going to extend this Q line out and into Brooklyn, and right here is about where Atlantic Terminal and Barclays Center is. Actually, I think this is Barclays Center, and Atlantic Terminal is right under it. So that is a big transport hub that exists in real life, and I really want to replicate that because not only is this a big transit hub, but this area is also a really busy area of Brooklyn, and we can see by popping up our demand stats. As you can see, there's a lot of residents and there's a lot of workers, especially in this area. So what we're going to do is we're going to expand the Q, and we're also, I think, we're going to expand the red line right here. I think we might be able to expand the A and get into Brooklyn through there as well. And then we also want to get into Queens. And I think the perfect way that we're going to get into Queens is we are going to build our first cross-city line. And that line is going to be the 7. And I can show you on the actual subway diagram. This purple line right here is the 7. It goes across Manhattan and it goes into Queens and up to Flushing. Now we're not going to go that far, obviously. We might go to about Court Square or something, but I definitely want to build this line because it can connect people not only from Queens to Manhattan, but also across these lines. So let's get to building. Okay, the reason why I did this is because this is going to be a really big interchange, and I kind of want to build what is in real life already. So this exists in real life. This is how the track goes for the Q, and I think it's the F that joins it, or the B, and we're just going to leave it here at Atlantic Terminal. So I will build this and I will create the line. And before we move on, I knew it. I forgot to add the trains back after I deleted them to make the changes. So let's add these trains back. I think that's perfect right there. And we are going to need to buy more trains, so let's do that. I think we're going to need 5 for the local service. So we'll just add that to the E. And actually 4 does it pretty well. So we'll have 1 extra train left over. And actually, no, that looks good. We'll keep it like that. So hopefully we should start making more money again, and we can officially extend the line down here. Okay, this looks good. Next, we're going to expand on the red line. So let me build that real quick. Okay, now that was a little bit more finicky, and you might be wondering, why did you build quad tracks here? Why did you build an extra station here? And the reason being is because this is eventually going to connect to a new line that we are going to build. Not right now, and no, it's not the one. We will build it soon, but you'll just have to wait to see what that's for. And obviously, as you can see, we have insufficient funds, so we are going to have to let the game run for a little bit, and I will see you guys once I get enough money to do this. Okay, so as you can see, we've made a little bit more money, definitely enough to build our blueprints, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to just double check real quick. We don't have our crossover, so good thing I checked that. And I'm just going to build this turnaround. There we go. So we can now build our blueprints. As you can see, that costs a lot of money, so it's going to take a while for us to make that money back. But I think with the extension, we should be able to reach more people and therefore more money. So let's make sure to extend our line. Now that we confirmed our changes and our line goes out to Brooklyn, we should be making more money. And there's one more thing that I wanted to do before I let this run even more, and that is I want to change our ticket prices. So that is actually something that we can do, and how we do that is we go over here and we can change our fare price. Now obviously we have a lot of people, but I think we can get more people and more riders if we lower the price down to $2.50. Now, that is 50 cents off of each ticket, but I think the amount of riders that will increase will offset this, and I think we might actually be able to drive in more of a profit. So I do think this is a step in the right direction, and we can continue. So again, I'm gonna let this run for a bit. It might take a little while because I do want to get up to at least $2 billion, and so this will definitely take a long time. Again, I'll let the game run, and I will see you in a second. And we're back. As you can see, we made quite a bit of money. I think changing the fare price was the right thing to do. So the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to extend the blue line out to Brooklyn. Alright, so as you can see, Hoyt Street is the last station that we placed. And so for the blue line, it goes on to basically in between Fulton Street and Lafayette Avenue, somewhere in this area. Instead, what we're going to do is we're going to have the blue line be here at Atlantic Avenue so that it could connect with our big hub right here for Atlantic Terminal. So what we're going to do is we're going to place our station here. I think that this will go under all of that, and we could just test it real quick. Yeah, so it can go under all of that. If it couldn't, then it would have told us that we weren't able to build our track here, but we can. So let's build our track about right here. Perfect. And then we can connect all this up. And there we go. It's all connected from Fulton Street all the way to Atlantic Avenue. And what we can do now is add our crossover. And we can extend our line out to Brooklyn. And there we go, just like that. Our A train is connected to Brooklyn. So let's confirm our changes. And just like that, we have one more connection to Brooklyn. And while we're at it, I'm going to add another train because we extended our line. I think because the load demand is only at like late night hours, I don't think we need 3 trains for 13-minute frequency. However, during high demand peak hours, we definitely want to have it at least 10-minute frequencies. So I think that this is pretty good for now. This looks good. But while we're here, I am going to extend this N down to South Ferry. It will eventually go into Brooklyn, but I do want to at least have it down here just to get some extra reach. And just like that, we have extended the N down to South Ferry, and I think this is really good. We're making really good progress. And now I think the next thing that we have to do is now we have to build that cross-city line, the 7. So we are going to kind of replicate what it does in real life. It will start out in Hudson Yards, and it will come out all the way to Queens. I think we should just get started on it now, and I think this is going to be a really good addition. So let's get started on this. Okay, we have the first part of our 7 line built. It is going from 35th Street, Hudson Yards, I think is right here, and then up to about Vernon Boulevard, Jackson Avenue, I think it is over here. So this is just entering Queens. I think this is as far as we're gonna build it just for today, and we will go deeper in the next episode, along with making a new line in the next episode right here in Manhattan. So that will be fun. I'm gonna create the line, add the trains, and then I think that's where we're gonna end it today. As you can see, we created our line, I added the stops, and I also added our trains. So I think that's gonna finish it for today. We will be doing more episodes, do not worry. We will expand quicker, do not worry. I do intend to keep this going for a while, and I really want to see where we could take this system. I think we can really build this out and build a better New York City subway. But with that, that is again where we're going to end off today. I do want to thank you guys for watching the videos. It means a lot, really, and the comments especially. And I think that's where I'm going to end it off today. I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.